What you are about to witness may be disturbing to some viewers. Wow. I mean, seriously, that gate, that hood, that's exactly what we were getting from Little Miss Peanut. It's gonna be okay. Poor guy. I know.
Man, you are making it difficult.
I know, he's just
You're
wriggling.
flailing.
Look at all that gunk. I bet he's happy to have all that junk taken out.
Ugh, I bet that was itchy and irritating and nasty, wasn't it, buddy? What you are about to witness may be disturbing to some viewers. If you are squeamish about pus and blood and dead worm parts, or snakes, or surgery, viewer discretion is advised. Enjoy.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to Jack's World of Wildlife. Now, as I'm sure you can see right here, I have a gigantic African forest cobra. This is Naja guineensis, which is the West African forest cobra, and these are the largest true cobras in the world. And this is one of the biggest forest cobras I have ever had the opportunity to work with. Now, this is a fresher, emphasis on fresher import, and so we're going to do a little bit of a health check on him. This individual seems to have a few little subcutaneous parasites that we're going to remove. We're going to check and make sure his mouth is all healthy, that he doesn't have any other issues before, of course, treating him for parasites internally. So we want to make sure that there's nothing in or around or on this snake that's going to keep him from leading a very happy and healthy life. He's very strong, he's very venomous, he's very toxic, but we're both professionals here, so we're going to attempt to do some light surgery and health checks on this magnificent animal, and we thought we would invite you to come and see. So we just actually tubed this massive cobra in the past, so I'm actually going to show that to you guys now, how we eventually got this animal in the tube to be restrained so that we could work on it. Check it out.
You ready?
Sure am.
One of the
Deceptively tucked into this tiny little tub here.
It's one of the most dangerous snakes in the world, easily.
Wow.
I would put some of these up there with like working with dendroaspis, with mambas, taipans. Guineensis, Naja guineensis, the Guinea forest cobras are by far the worst of the forest cobras. And forest cobras are notoriously bad, all of them. So,
Just go ahead and grab it.
hey, sweetheart,
So here we are tubing, which is going to be the safest way to restrain this animal while we are doing a health check and parasite removal.
let's not get snazzy.
Now let's get it all riled up. It's okay. It's all right. So what we're trying to do is direct the snake's head into this tube.
It's so big,
I know.
and the tub is so small.
So that we can kind of grab the snake once its head is safely restrained, so we can safely work with it.
Oh, sweetheart.
It's starting to get mad.
Getting agitated.
It's starting to get a little agitated, but if we can still get it to snake its way into this tube. Oh, almost. She's smart.
She's smart.
They're smart animals.
I don't think she's ever been tubed, but I'm sure she knows that once she's in the tube, I'm going to grab her and she's going to get stuck. It just goes to show how smart these animals can be.
To put him
Put
out
the tube out there.
and put him along the
Yeah,
side.
We're going to try that.
Okay.
Worst case scenario, he...
Gets loose, goes on a killing rampage, and kills everybody, right?
Yeah, that's really it. Not
Perfect.
a huge deal.
Perfect. We're gonna get this guy pulled out. It's okay. It's alright. Oh, I mean, take a look at the size of this animal, folks. is quite big, and we're gonna try and get it to run along the side of this wall here and go into this tube.
And maybe not get covered in.
Oh, there's that hood. You're like, what are you doing? It's so big.
He's not happy.
But no more than what you would suspect with a normal cobra.
Right. I mean, this is just a cobra to me, not a monster like some of them are.
There we go.
Certainly
There we
got
go.
the size.
Hit him. There we got him. Awesome.
All right, so
Perfect. So I'm gonna switch off with Gage, and then we're gonna reorient in front of a cam. And we're gonna do our best to keep this snake under our control. Let me get a shot of that. Oh, I know, sweet cutie. I know. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful. Once again, it's a fresh import, so we want to make sure that this animal is healthy, it's good, there's no other complications or issues, and hopefully we can get out of this unscathed, right, Gage?
here's hoping. All right, so then I'm gonna get some close-ups of what I'm going to be removing.
Sounds good.
So there's one large one right there. You can almost see it starting to come out. And then all of these little raised areas are nematodes. I probably won't remove all of them, just the large ones. Most of them just end up getting, you know, reabsorbed.
Process naturally.
Right. Chances are they're already all dead as well.
So we just want to remove them, sterilize it, make sure there's no infection or any other complications, just to make sure that this little guy, I say little, very large snake, is going to do well.
All right. Start here.
Pop a squat. So right now we are lancing some of these little wounds with a sterile scalpel. I know, it's okay. In the long run, it's gonna feel a lot better. And we're gonna try and, oh man. Almost wish we could get some shots of that.
I almost need a third person.
I know.
No one else is qualified to deal with this stuff.
I mean, I could maybe pin two. Like that. Here. It's not going anywhere.
All right.
Make sure he's not going to come and bite me on the bottom. This is a 3-person job, but sadly, you know, we're the only people we trust.
Plus all of those thrombocytes and dead leukocytes. Somewhere.
Somewhere. Oh, I know, buddy. It's okay. We're taking care of you. We're just removing some big old nasty gunk so that you look all pretty again and be healthy. Look at that. Oh, gross. Wow.
Oh man. I'm so glad I have stuffy nose.
Yeah, pungent.
I'm sure it is.
Now I'm making sure that he can't double back on me because I don't want that to happen.
Really?
He's got about 10 inches.
Make for a good bite episode.
I bet it would make for a good bite episode. Not a bite episode I'm willing to do though. Surprisingly.
I'm guessing you know your limits.
I do have my limits. Wow, this is a
Big one.
big, hefty snake.
It looks like that one was already kind of dead and decomposing. I'd like to find either a fresh one or live ones to kind of pull it out and
Show everybody
you
what it looks like.
They're basically real long, spindly white worms that live subdermally in these snakes. And I mean, honestly, they're not
Right now.
they're not particularly dangerous, but they can be very irritating as well.
The worms, not the snake.
The snake is indeed particularly dangerous.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, it's a heavier one.
Yeah, it is. All right.
Wow. Some
So then once I'm done removing everything, I'll sterilize everything.
Sweet. So that our little guy didn't get any more infections. Now, a snake this size, infections really aren't the bulk of the worry, because this is a big snake. He's well established. As long as he's getting food and water, he can really truck through whatever he needs to truck through. These are really hardy once they get to a large enough size. But still, we want to make sure that we're making his life at least comfortable, because I'm sure it's quite irritating to be coated in tons and tons of nasty little worms wriggling around and feeding off of whatever juices or proteins or whatever you've got going on underneath all these beautiful black scales. And he feels exactly like how you would think he would feel, just smooth and shiny and awesome. He's a great, great looking snake, and a really well-mannered one as well. We've had a few tussles with some pretty nasty forest cobras, haven't we?
To say the least.
To say the least. Yeah, we've had some close encounters with this particular, even originally locale, now species, the black guinea forest cobras.
That was the main one. There's
That was
another
the main
big
one.
one right here that I want to get. Just making sure I'm not missing anything down. I'm gonna work my way up.
I don't see any closer to the head either.
Solid black one. He
Good news
sheds.
for us.
Yeah. I'm really looking for. Oh, there's a big one.
Oh yeah, big old lump. My lumps.
Really looking forward to having to clean this thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't want anybody coming at us for the way that we're restraining the snake, because you have to hold the snake instead of kind of half and half the snake in the tube, because this animal's so strong. And I have to keep him from moving, or he would just push through my hand and snake his way to the end of the tube, where he would be able to get a hold of me. So we're just making another small dermal incision so we can access right underneath the skin to pull out more of that pus and possibly dead or freshly dead worm.
Incision was a little small. Don't want to hurt you, buddy.
I know, it's a means to an end. Once again, these are like paper cuts to kind of resolve this irritating.
He's probably more irritated being restrained from the cuts, but I
Yeah.
still feel bad.
I know, I don't want to hurt
I've
him.
done this dozens of times on, dozens of different snakes. But
Yeah.
it never gets easier. It's like,
It's really pulling here.
I don't have a problem with blood or cutting, but
Yeah.
you just get that feeling when you're just kind of,
Punching through, you're like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm sorry. I know.
oh, blood. I know. Let's make this a little wider for you. I'm gonna go get another paper towel.
Okay.
All this nice and spider webby. So I foresee some blood.
He's pulling so hard.
He's big. All right. I know, sweetheart. I know.
I know, buddy. It's okay.
There.
I mean, his head is massive. I mean, he's the size of a good, medium-sized king cobra.
Yeah.
I mean, he's big.
Look how shiny he is. Almost iridescent. There's that little incision. Which y'all can
Here, let me pull out B-cam real quick.
see a little incision right there.
Man, my hand is so shaky.
And that's what I'm going to be pulling from.
Okay. I don't know why my hand is shaky. My adrenaline must be going on some level. Normally,
I
my blood
wonder why.
doesn't start pumping around venomous snakes, but this is an intimidating animal for sure. And we just want things to go well and go smoothly, so we can get him back in his tub so that he can de-stress from this endeavor. We don't want to be rude to the poor guy.
The second you open it up, it becomes harder to feel because all that
I know.
pressure that was building up. I think I can see it.
Get our nice little tweezers.
Nice and bushy.
Oh, man, he's just sitting here huffing and puffing, staring at us, wondering what the heck we're doing.
Yes, I know.
Sterilizing a bit. So it's pretty much just like popping a pimple almost. Just kind of working that pressure out with your thumbs, huh? Grabbing any solid bits with the tweezers.
I might make this a little bit bigger.
Sorry, bud. Having to go a little bit bigger, dude. It's gonna be okay. Poor guy. I know. See, we really care about these animals, huh?
The things we do for these animals.
Putting our lives on the line just so he can be a little more comfortable. If that's not the Jack's World of Wildlife mission, I don't know what is.
There.
Poking through the skin a little bit. See what we've got in there. Now we're just gonna be pulling that out.
Get control of that
Get
tail.
out of here. Seeming to understand, he's quite restrained now. It's good.
Starting to see it. Just a matter of getting it. I almost need finer tweezers.
I know, I wish we had some more equipment. He doesn't make it easy for us either. Now, what are the benefits to doing mild surgery like this without anesthesia?
Anesthesia can actually be pretty dangerous for a lot of reptiles if not done properly and by people who know what they're doing. And then recovery time, it can take them a lot longer to be anesthetized, a lot longer to recover from it, and it really is, unnecessary unless you're doing, something pretty major.
Yeah, like open them up to remove like a
Because whereas
obstruction to their...
anesthesia and surgery would take hours and hours and hours and hours, this whole ordeal is probably going to take no more than 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And then
he's going to be fine. And he's going to be able to go right on his way. Right, buddy? I know. Yeah, exactly right, folks. So it can actually be a lot more complicated and dangerous to put animals under for these minor...
Oh, you see that?
Let me see. Oh, yeah. Nice little red kind of dot. Just got to work that out.
Man, you are making it difficult.
I know, he's
Even
just
you're
wriggling.
flailing.
It's okay, sweet buddy.
So really, this would be pretty comparable to us getting out a splinter.
Oh, nice and gooey.
Oh,
Oh,
there it goes.
wow. Look at that. That's what was making that little bump there. Nice little packet. Delish. Pop that Tic Tac in your mouth.
Maybe later.
Decams off. Oh, this is such a beautiful snake. I don't really see anything
really
closer.
you can
Just yeah, further down there. I mean, it's hard to kind of see through this tube a little bit, but
I don't really see
I don't see any further up. If they are, they're small, and probably leave them. The big ones are probably what's uncomfortable, right, friend?
Yes. No, there it is. A little bit of blood.
But take a look. Take a look at what we've pulled out so far. Look at all that gunk. I bet he's happy to have all that junk taken out. Ugh, I bet that was itchy and irritating. and nasty, wasn't it, buddy? Poor guy.
Man, it really is a handful dealing with these.
Yeah. They're big. I mean, what's nice though is even though it's a really strong, powerful animal, these larger size individuals are pretty easy to kind of, once you restrain them, you know, kind of really control them. It's the really tiny ones that are so small and wiry that get really difficult to restrain.
Too small almost to tube that you have to pin.
Yeah.
That's when it really gets dangerous. Because, I mean, with a tube, neither of us are in any danger with this snake unless we let go.
Yeah.
And you're not going to let go.
I'm not planning on letting go though.
Okay, let me
Not until the end.
Okay.
And then I'll let go.
But, you know,
Or
with
once my
small
hand gets
snakes-
sweaty enough and he just goes, shoots out like a water slide.
I should have brought my smaller O-line.
Here, clip it on the other way, like top-wise.
Top-wise.
See, that might help. That's a little more secure.
Yeah. It really gets dangerous though, anytime your fingers are near their head. So that's why, you know, milking snakes is extremely dangerous. You know, dealing with their mouths is extremely dangerous. The snakes that are too small to tube like this, like little bitty neonates, you know, if you have to deal with
Neonates is a term for a baby snake.
if you have to deal with their neck or something, you know, you put yourself at a pretty big risk of getting bit from that.
Yeah. So yeah, essentially the dangerous end is put up. So we are good, we can work at our leisure to get whatever we need to get done. And then he is released none the wiser. Golly, what a beautiful snake. I mean, these scales. Oh, it's just so nice and soft. And when they're not covered in bits of pus and blood and dead parasites, you could probably sleep on them. Just coil up a nice little bed. Nice and cold, you know, cold night air.
This one is in there deep. It's not very big.
That's good. Look at this. I mean, he is hefty. I mean, for sure the size of one of those like mini Coke cans.
And they get bigger.
Oh yeah. How much
bigger.
bigger you think this one's gonna get?
This
Few feet.
one could probably put on another 2 feet.
Oh man.
Oh boy.
It's a big snake.
What did I sign up for?
Well, it's good getting this sucker, all these parasites removed. He's not quite as grateful as we'd like him to be, but he is very handsome. Hey, little handsome guy. Look at the banding. Whoo! Whoo! Nice and pretty, huh?
Nice and gushy.
Oh. Let me know when you get close to pulling that. Oh, golly. You almost got the, well, not the slip on me. He tried to push hard. He's like anchoring on the thigh.
Feel that moving around.
Weird.
I might have to just take off the gloves.
You want to get all nitty gritty?
You're gonna get all gross.
Good.
Got better dexterity without them.
Jack's World of Wildlife and all guests on Jack's World of Wildlife have been professionally trained. Do not try anything you see on this show at home,
Or you'll die.
or you will die.
You will definitely die. But I'd like to see you source a 9-foot forest cobra.
Yeah. I always think it's so ridiculous to include a disclaimer because I'm like, how? How's like an 8-year-old gonna be like, I want to do surgery on a cobra in my house? Okay. Hey, Mom, buy me a cobra to do surgery on. She'd be like, okay, sweetie. Come on down to the computer and we'll get you a cobra. Come on down, honey. We're gonna go to one of these reptile expos. Grab your cobra. Go out to Grand Prairie, see if we can find you one.
Cheese. Ah, yum.
nice and juicy.
See, it's still
Tic
kind of buried into the tissue.
Ooh.
Yummy.
You hungry for that? Just kind of lance it off.
I'm starting to get hungry.
Oh yeah, I know. Really builds the appetite to see just pus-filled pockets of a cobra expel dead worm pieces. Oh, I know, buddy.
I'm gonna
I
have
know.
a nematode, egg, and pus burrito.
Oh man, making my mouth water.
Push your skin back in. Come on, do you want your skin back? There. You can keep it. I don't need it. I don't need that part. Get it nice and scabby. Alright. Really, I think that is it.
Empty?
This part is empty. This big one is empty. There's still some swelling. But I think now it's a really scary part.
It's a really scary part. What do you mean?
Where I do have to get my fingers close to its head, close to the pointy bits, without the tube.
Without the tube. All right, 1, 2, 3, go.
You sure you don't want to do that part? Let's see. So keep them in there. I'm going to. So I brought these.
Whoa! Flipping flipperoo!
All right. So then this is the scariest part. This is the real scary part. Definitely
You want to just let him work it out slowly, and I'll catch it on video?
So, the way I pin big snakes like this is I tube them first. That way, I don't have to deal with the body.
Golly, look at that sucker. So we're taking a look inside the mouth, making sure he's all
He
good.
looks good.
Looks healthy to me.
See how the second I grab him, he immediately... Can you hold his body, please?
Yep.
He immediately turns to bite. Oh, man.
And those fangs are right up there in the top.
So they're sheathed right now, but, I mean, Naja do have some pretty impressive fangs for lappets. They're no coral snake fangs. I mean,
No,
they
not.
are
Impressive.
probably half a centimeter long,
Sorry I'm
long.
so shaky, guys. Wow, it's a great looking snake. Very scary though,
Very
right?
scary.
Very scary.
All right.
All right, what's the plan? What you need me to do?
I'm just gonna let go.
All right.
So back up.
Oh, I know, buddy. Let me get my hook. It's okay, friend. Do you want me to put the hide back in the tub and we'll let him get back to doing what he was doing?
Go hide back. I'll keep him from killing you.
All right. Hide's back. He's ready to go home.
Oh, here, get a picture of me with him,
Sure.
just for size reference, because this is a snake. Oh.
Oh, man. Golly, he's freaking gigantic. Really beautiful, though. Hey, buddy.
Certainly not a beginner venomous.
No, certainly not.
I mean, the snake is as big as a peanut.
Wow. I mean, seriously, that gate, that hood, that's exactly what we were getting from Little Miss Peanut. We were down filming with her last. Whoa, look at that. All right, bud, you've done really good. We've verified that you're in good health. And watch this, folks. Once again showing, oh, explosion of musk.
I can hear it coming. Oh, now you're rubbing in it. No.
He's gonna need a bath,
Don't
too.
do that. Hey, you know where your hide is. Right in there. There you go.
Once again, folks, showing just how little snakes want to do with you. After he exploded feces
and stink juice all over his tub. Whew! That's a little pungent. He just wants to go right back into his hide where he can be left alone and do what he does best, being a gigantic forest cobra.
So this is a quarantine tub. This is just while I'm treating him, while I'm getting him situated. He's got a 10-foot enclosure, which is currently longer than him. I think. Maybe.
Sweet.
Maybe about the same size. So, not living in this little bitty tub.
Not for much longer, just till we make sure he's good and healthy, doesn't have any parasites, and he's doing nice and good. You dropped a worm?
I dropped a worm.
Delish.
It went as well as it could have gone. Perfectly.
What do you know? It's almost like we're professionals.
It's almost as if we're professionals, and this was like one
Child's play.
1 millionth as scary as the forest cobra.
Yes. D, capital D.
Capital D.
Huh. Well, great work. Nice little,
Yeah,
pussy worm blood handshake. But at least, yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
At least we were able to help out this cobra, verify that he's healthy. You haven't looked at his mouth yet, right? So that was a two-person job. We needed to make sure he didn't have any mouth rot or any sort of bacterial issues that we needed to know about. But it looks like he's in pretty good health. I'm sure with a few meals, with some water, with a few more treatments, he'll be good to go. He'll be a very healthy,
Nice.
very gigantic
And angry.
forest cobra.
Yes.
So, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Our hearts are beating a little bit, but we had fun. We always love to help animals. We are passionate about those that are misunderstood, that are hated by most, loved by some. And we really enjoy putting our money where our mouth is and taking care and stepping up and making sure that the animals that we have access to or that people bring to us that are sick, that are riddled with parasites, that we can treat them no matter what. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you learned something about cobra parasite removal should you ever need to subcutaneously remove parasites yourself,
From a 10-foot black forest cobra.
which we would probably infer you would not be doing. We hope you would not be doing, and if you are, we hope you are at least as qualified as we are. But we had a great time. We got some of those really nasty, dead, pussy pockets kind of flushed out and sterilized. And I'm sure that the cobra, after he calms down from today,
We'll be appreciative.
will be much appreciative
Or at least less angry.
for at least a few minutes.
Yeah.
Hopefully he enjoys being mostly parasite-free as we journey to bring him to the peak of health that he deserves to be at. So thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, turn on post notifications, buy the new merchandise, join our channel memberships for exclusive behind-the-scenes content, and of course, stay tuned for more episodes from Jack's World of Wildlife.